Hey babes, what's up? We're back at it again with another video. Welcome or welcome back. In today's video, we have Tilbury in the house. If you are ready for today's video, keep on watching. Video, you already know the drill. I would love for you to be part of the Stephi Glam Are Us fam. So go down below and click the little red button so you can become part of it. Tilbury be coming out with a new instant eye palette every single year around the holidays, and I've been collecting them for about 3 to 4 years already. This year she came through with the Smokey Eyes Are Forever. This black packaging, it looks so sexy, exotic, and so elegant to me. This palette, it's not available at the moment. It was only available for 48 hours, if I'm not mistaken, like 3 days ago, if you're watching this video the day that I'm putting it up. But it's gonna come back in stock on September 23rd, so be on point. This is how this baby looks inside, and I already dig in here, so it's not looking the best. This palette, it's $75. We're getting 12 different shades, 4 different looks. Each 3 shades, it's a look. You're gonna see the name of the look right here at the bottom of the shades. The first 3 shades, it is the Love Eyes look. You're getting nudes, peach, and rose gold. The second look, it's Power Eyes look. You're getting golden greens and bronze. The third look, it's Happy Eyes. You're getting a sunset inspired peach and gold. And the fourth look is Confident Eyes. You're getting a deep smoky plump and black. We're getting 6 different formulas, from mattes and soft shimmers to metallic sparkles and fluid metal. If you are familiar with Tilbury shadows, then you know that inside you get this little pamphleto. I think that's how this is called. But you know what I'm trying to say here, okay? This. And in here, you're gonna see numbers where she's basically telling you what to do. You're gonna see number 1, prime, number 2, exhale, number 3, smoke. Pick whatever look you want to create and then do that. I never do that. I always do whatever I want to do. I mix whatever shade I want to mix. The look that I have on me right now, I did it on my own. I am going to be telling you guys how to create this look, but in today's video, I did every look. And I'm thinking you guys do want to see how each look looks, right? So let's do this. Let me show you how all this looks. And we're gonna be trying out all the shades. We're gonna start with the first look, which is the Love Eyes, and with my BK Beauty 201, I'm gonna pick up the prime shade and I'm gonna apply it all over my eye. This shade, it's gonna help you with the little creases from your primer, concealer, whatever you use to prime your eye. I'm gonna bring it all the way by my brow bone. The first look is gonna be something super sheer, super light. Look at the shades. Now with my BK Beauty 202, I'm gonna pick up the Exhale shade and I'm gonna apply all over my lid. But look at the pigmentation. Let me pick it up with my finger. I'm gonna apply from the inner part of my eye all the way towards my outer V. Look at that pigmentation. That is so metallic. Wow. With my BK Beauty 202, I'm gonna make sure I don't have no harsh lines. So let me just blend the edges. Classic crease from Sonia G. I'm gonna grab the Smoke shade, which in this case, it's super light. I was expecting a darker shade, you know, to give the eye some type of definition. But again, we have to trust Charlotte. She knows what she's doing. And I'm gonna apply this on the outer V of my eye. So I'm literally just gonna pat it right here. And when you apply this shade on top of the pink, it turns into like a gray. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see it there, but see? Grabbing a little bit more. I'm gonna blend it in my crease with my eye open. For my lower lash, I'm gonna apply the Exhale color in the inner part of my lower lash. For the other half, with the other side of the same brush, I'm gonna grab the Smoke shade and I'm gonna apply on the outer part of my lower lash. I apply a little bit of my Pillow Talk eyeliner on my waterline just to give it a little bit of pop. And for my inner corner, with my inner corner brush from Sigma, I'm grabbing the shade Smoke and I'm gonna apply a little bit right here on my tear duct. Look at that, like, oh! I can't believe that I haven't wet any of my brushes, and look at this pigmentation. Like, look at this eye look. And I literally thought that I wasn't gonna get no pigmentation, that this eye look was gonna be like super sheer, extra light, that you weren't even gonna be able to see it. Like, no, 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 no. This little brush comes with the palette, and I meant to do the first look with it, but it slipped my mind. So let's do the second look with this brush. Only this brush. Trust me that the same thing that I did here with like 3 brushes, we can do in this eye by only using 1 brush. And it comes with the palette. So I'm gonna grab the prime shade and I'm gonna apply all over my eye. Look at that. You will look at that shade and you'll be like, oh my god, I'm applying this shade all over my eye. What the heck? That's too dark. No, it's not. Look how much the brush picks up the exhale shade. Let me show you how it looks applying it with the brush, and then we are gonna apply it with the finger. Look at that. Oh my god, I'm falling in love. This is serious. Back with the brush, I'm gonna blend the edges. See, with the tip of the brush, I'm gonna grab the Smoke shade and I'm gonna start smoking it out on my outer V, and I'm gonna bring it into my crease. You see how the color changed when you apply that Smoke shade on top of the exhale? It looks lighter on the inner part of my eye and darker on the outer V. But when you mix those 2 colors up, it looks like one shade with like a shift. See? Super, super cool. For my lower lash, I'm going to do the same thing I did in the other eye with my flat definer from Sonia G. I'm going to grab the exhale shade and I'm going to apply it on the inner part of my lower lash. And on the outer part of my lower lash, I'm going to apply the Smoke shade, which is the darkest green. I mean, for my tear duct, if anything, I can go into the Smoke shade of the first look. That will be fine, but I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Sigma inner corner brush and I'm going to wet it. And I'm going to grab a little bit of the exhale from the Power Eye. And I'm going to apply right here on my tear duct. See? It does look a little bit more intense than the rest of the eye because I wet it. So it's giving me that pop. We're done with the Love Eyes and Power Eyes, and I'm loving both of the looks the same. If you want to wing it out, apply a little bit of liner, you're going to take these looks to the next level. They're going to get a little bit more dramatic. But to be honest with you, just like this, they look stunning. Let me go take this off and I'll be back to create the 2 last looks. I'm going to keep using this little brush. Why not? It does the job. We're going to go into the Happy Eyes look. And I'm starting with the prime shade. This prime shade, it is a shimmery prime shade. This is a look. This shadow all over your eye with a little bit of liner, wing it out, and you're set to go. Moving on to the exhale shade, same dilemma. I'm going to show you how it looks with the brush. So if you don't want it too intense, apply it with a brush. Don't do it with your finger. So with the brush, it's still intense. You still see it a lot, but it's not as intense as with the finger. Look. See, with the finger, there's some serious shit going on. Blend the edges. And then the smoke shade of the Happy Eyes, it is a matte. So I'm applying it right here on my outer V. Like so special, guys. Look how the matte goes on top of the shimmer. And it kind of converts like one color. And you can see no texture from the shimmer sticking out on top of the matte. Do you feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring it to my crease. That looks so pretty. Look at that orange for fall. For my tear duct, I'm gonna apply a little bit of the prime shade. On the inner part of my lower lash, I'm applying the Exhale. The outer part, I'm applying the smoke shade. If you want a little more, apply a little bit of brown liner on your waterline like I did, and it's gonna give you a little extra. This for Thanksgiving will also look stunning. And last but not least, let's go into the Confident Eyes. I am cleaning my brush in between shades, guys. Do it. If you clean your brush, it's going to be a little bit of less mess, and you are going to be able to see each individual shade a little bit more instead of you going shade after shade without cleaning your brush. I thought I was recording and I wasn't recording. I was telling you guys that the Exhale shade from the Confidence Eyes, it's a matte brown instead of being shimmer. So we're gonna do the same thing. I applied it with the brush, and when you apply the matte brown on top of the shimmery purple, you see how pretty it gets? Just keep applying it. We're gonna blend the edges. With the tip of the brush, I'm gonna grab a little bit more of the brown, and then now I'm gonna start blending these edges. Now we're gonna grab a little bit of the smoke shade, which is black in this case, and I'm gonna stamp it right here on my outer V. It's black, but it's not an intimidating black. And with whatever I have left in my brush, I'm gonna start bringing it in my crease. So out of the 4 looks, I think this is the look that I will rearrange a little bit the next time. Even though it's pretty, it's not convincing me all the way. Even though by mixing all 3 colors together, it did give me a pretty unique shade. What do you think? This is a look that I created on my own. It's screaming falls. We got some orange, some brown, a little bit of green. I'm loving it. Let me show you really quick how I created it. It was super simple. With my BK Beauty 202, I'm gonna go into the cinnamon brown, the smoke shade from the Happy Eyes look. And that's gonna be my transition color. I'm gonna start from my outer V, and then whatever I have left on my brush, I'm gonna bring it into my crease. Perfect. I'm gonna be using my liner from Wayne Gash. This is on the shade Precious Opus. It is a brown liner, so you can use whatever brown liner you have. And I'm gonna create a messy wing right here in my outer V. With a smaller blending brush, I'm using my mini booster from Sonia G. I'm gonna go on the Exhale shade from the Confident Eye, and I'm gonna use it to blend the liner. I'm gonna blend it right here in circular motions in place. Back with the first brush that we use, and I'm just gonna use it to blend the edges. Show you how all the shadows look dry. And now we are gonna wet my brush, and I'm gonna be using my jumbo blender from Sonia G. I'm gonna be using the prime shade from the Happy Eyes. Look at this. You see? You see how it's like a cream texture once you wet it? With the other side of the same brush, I'm gonna wet it. And I'm gonna go into the smoke shade of the Happy Eye, which is the darkest orange. And I'm gonna apply right here on the center of my lid. I wipe my small blending brush and I'm gonna go into the smoke shade from the Happy Eyes, and I'm gonna use it to make a transition color between my matte and the shimmer right here. I applied a little bit of my eyeliner from Marc Jacobs on the shade Whirlpool, and I'm applying the lightest green in the inner part of my lower lash. With the other side of the same brush, also wet, I'm going to the smoke shade of the Power Eyes, and I'm applying it on the outer part of my lower lash. I'm gonna apply the smoke shade from the Love Eyes on my tear duct. My lips are on fire right now because of these dried ass lipsticks. We in 2021, there is so many bright red pretty lipsticks that they're yummy, creamy, and that they don't dry out your lips. I'm lost. Why is this lipstick so dry? There's no way. I don't like these lipsticks. They were hurting my lips when I was applying them. Don't waste your money. Don't even look at them. We finally made it to my final touch. I thought we were never gonna make it to my final touch. That was a lot of looks. A lot of looks. This palette made me happy. I was excited while I was playing with it, and that doesn't happen all the time. The product have to be really good. Like, I wasn't done playing with it, and I was ready to play with it again. That says a lot. What sold me was the pigmentation of these shadows. You guys know I'm a firm believer of me wetting my brush when I'm working with shimmers. It's more like I have to wet my brush, and I didn't wet my brush when I was creating these looks. I did wet my brush when I was applying the shadows on my tear duct. It was only because I wanted my tear duct to look a little bit more intense than what I had on my lid. But there was no needs. There was no needs. The color story, it's not gonna be the most unique color story that you're gonna see, but the pigmentation, it's insane. Coming from Charlotte Tilbury, it surprised me. In last year's palette, we have these three shades that are purple, and in the new palette, we're getting this one. So I swatched these two. There are these ones right here, and this one is the one from the new palette. Let me see if you can see it right there. I'm not sure if it's gonna focus. See, they are completely different. This shade right here have like a hint of purple. It reminds me a little bit of the same. They're not the same. The one from last year, I feel like we're getting more burgundy and purple. Really, that's about it. So we have a dilemma in here. If you have the Starry Eyes to Hypnotize palette, which is this one, then you're gonna get two greens. And in the new palette, we also have two greens. When I swatch them, this is the one from the Starry Eyes to Hypnotize, and this is the ones from the new palette. The one from the new palette, as you can see, they are more metallic, they are more pigmented, but to the naked eye, once you blend this on the eye, you're not going to be able to see no difference. Let's be honest. In my opinion, this one is the best one so far. Super easy to use, no fallout. If you're mature, I love all the looks. They were so classy and so elegant. The only thing is that I don't think that the name matched the color story, because this is not really smoky. It didn't give me no smoky eye looks. The only so smoky that I can say it was the Confidence Eye, and it wasn't really smoky. It was more like rare, like a rare type of eye look. It gave me like some purple vibe with a little bit of orangey, but nothing really smoky. So if you wanted this palette because you want something smoky, this is not gonna be the one. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about this palette? Are you getting it? Do you got it? What look do you like the most? You guys know that I love chit-chatting back and forth with you guys. And thank you again for another great video. I love you all so damn much, to the moon and back. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, I hope now you're considering subscribing and staying with me forever and ever. So go down below and click the little red button and make sure your notification bell is on so YouTube can notify you every time I upload new videos. Mwah! See you on the next one.